Good evening everybody, welcome back, and we have a request from Jaymee, who's asked that I check out the most iconic British TV moments. It has a number 5 on it. He didn't specify, but it looks like there's a series of these, so I guess, you know, I could go through a few more of them. But this is the link that he sent in his message, so yeah, he's officially the first person to take advantage of the new special offer, which I posted earlier today. These are the brand new special offers that we have on making requests and the Patreon. So requests usually £2 donation, it's now £1.50, or you can get 3 requests for £4. That's the special offer that we have at the moment, running until the 31st of March, so the end of the month. So yeah, go ahead and take advantage of it, guys. And there's special offers for new and existing Patreon members as well. So massive discounts on the highest tiers. And I'm extending the 7-day free trial period to the $1 a month tier for at least the next week. Yeah, there's other things like all new members of the $8 tier get their first month for $3.50. Yeah, just go check that post out and you'll see there's some interesting special offers there. So, we'll get into this, shall we?
And I'm going to say one thing. I'm going to show you my balls.
No. We don't.
That's not the Good Morning Britain that I'm familiar with. Is that Good Evening Britain? The post-watershed version?
I just sliced my finger open really bad. Help.
Oh no. Oh god.
Ouch.
Oh.
That's literally the first thing I do. There's always one.
James Blunt. I love James Blunt, he's hilarious.
I've chopped the end of my finger off.
That's
I might have to sit outside for a bit. It's a bit like... Oof.
Real? No.
Oh dear. Oh my god.
James Blunt! Even in the face of a crisis, he's just taking the piss. Oh dear. Come on.
There's always one. I've chopped the end of my finger off.
Chop the end of my finger. Mate, it's literally a tiny cut, like the blood. You know, there's more liquid content in terms of like millilitres in one of my tears than the amount of blood coming out of your finger there.
I might have to sit outside for a bit. It's a bit like... Oof.
A bit like, oof. He must be putting it on.
Oh dear.
Yeah, James ain't having it. He's literally a soldier. Like, yeah.
Oh my god.
Should I pass it? Yeah. That's a good start.
Kev's making 2 layers for his cheesecake. One with white chocolate.
I mean, alright, there is one time I've passed out at the sight of my own blood, but it's because I had a big, massive gash in my leg. I've still got the scar. It's massive, right? And the blood was literally just pooling down my leg. But, you know, and that was at a football tournament, and after it had been stitched up, I just went and played anyway. That's literally like a little tiny cut on the end of his finger. That's pathetic.
Chocolate.
That's a good start.
Kev's making 2 layers for his cheesecake. One with white chocolate, the other with milk chocolate. Very fancy.
See what that tastes like.
You must be Alice.
Oh, he's a weird looking fella, isn't he? But yeah, that's come down with me. That's disgusting. If I was on the show and I'd seen that he'd done that and I didn't know, I wouldn't be happy.
You must be Alice.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Alice.
You too.
Yeah. Well, Alice, do you want to go over to the park bench?
Yeah.
Thank you. Well, Alice, it seems we both got autism, haven't we?
Yeah.
Well, that's good to know.
I was gonna say, like, because if they didn't, then that had to be like a comedy skit. That's the only other way that would make sense. Yeah, you've definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Alice, do you want to go over to the park bench?
He's not even
Yeah.
looking at her. Like,
Thank you.
that's what made me think.
Well, Alice, it seems we both got autism, haven't we?
Yeah.
Well, that's good to know.
Oh, bless him.
Goddamn Easter!
Oh, I can't stand her.
I think.
Bag. Oh, God.
Oh, Frank. Frank, come here.
He just got Easter egg.
He just got egged.
What's her name? Gemma Collins, isn't it? Yeah, well done, love. That dog's going to have permanent brain damage now because of you and your fucking swinging your bag about. Well done.
I think.
Oh, God.
Oh, Frank. Frank, come
He
here.
just got Easter egg.
He just got egged.
Oh, listen to the dog crying. You evil I'd be mortified if that was me. I mean, I've got a dog, and if I so much as accidentally step on his paw, I feel awful. She's full on. Wow. Cherry. Ooh. Oh.
Can you tell us about your flapjack place?
Started making it, had a breakdown.
Oh, wait, this is.
Can you tell us about your flapjack place?
Started making it, had a breakdown. Bon appetit.
It's okay, off you go.
Bim bom, bim bom, bim.
Meet the girl who wants to replace Big Ben's bongs. Bit of a mouthful. Yeah, no, you're gonna have to just go back to school like the rest of the kids, love.
It's okay, off you go.
Bim bom, 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 bim bom.
Fuck me. Like, that's not serious. Her mother or father, whoever, who's on the show with her, it's a bloke, right? A dad, right? Has said to her, "Can you make a noise like this?" And he's done a similar noise. And he said, "Right, you're gonna pretend that you want to replace Big Ben, and we're gonna get on TV and get our 15 minutes." There's no way that's serious. I mean, there's some stupid kids out there, but not that stupid.
Bim bom, bim bom.
No way is that real.
Bim bom, bim bom.
Nah.
Very good.
See, scandals happen all the
I love Eamon Holmes. He was taking the piss out of her. Oh. Yeah, no. Inside he's thinking, God, this is actually my job.
time. The question is, how do democracies respond to those scandals?
And what will it mean for the wider region? I think one of your children has just walked in. I mean, shifting sands in the region. Do you think
Go away, child.
relations with the North may change?
I would be surprised if they do.
It's the fact that the baby comes in on its thing. You know, just like, what's going on here? I think I'll get involved in this. Crashing my dad's interview, and then the paid help woman, what do you call them, nannies or whatever, just comes in and she's like, oh shit, that's me getting sacked.
I would be surprised if they do.
He's like,
pardon me.
And then she just drags him out. The kid in the yellow jumper, look how hard she pulls.
Pardon me.
Look.
My apologies.
She's literally dragging that kid across the floor.
What's this going to mean for the region?
My apologies. Sorry. North
And then
Korea,
she just leans in to shut the door on her hands and on her knees. Oh my God. That is definitely iconic British TV moments. That's worthy of being on a list like this.
South.
I think the first time I saw that was on Russell Howard.
Korea's policy choices on North Korea have been severely limited
Hello, this is Breakfast with Nagamon Chetty and Charlie State.
It's 6:30, it's Friday the 14th of October. Let's tell you what's coming up on the programme. We're going to be joined by Scottish First Minister Nicola Sturgeon. We'll talk to her about plans for a second referendum on independence.
I'm sorry, we've very clearly run the wrong pictures of...
Have they? Well, actually, that's an insult. No. The gorilla that they showed instead of Nicola Sturgeon is absolutely, undoubtedly, much more intelligent than her and more capable of running a country than she ever was.
Referendum on independence.
I'm sorry, we've very clearly run the wrong pictures of that particular sequence. My apologies.
Mind you, I'm not Scottish, so I'm not going to be... I can't comment on it fully, but who would you rather have? Her or the twat that you've got now? You were laughing at us when we, it was like, God, your choice is between Boris, Liz or Rishi. You've kind of got a similar choice now, haven't you? It's like, it's like they've lined up 3 dogs in desperate need of a shit, and each one of them's had a shit on the floor, and you've got to choose which turd you want to eat. That's our choice. With you, it's the same, just 2 dogs.
Is there...
Put your muffins in the toaster.
On fire.
Your cooker's on fire. Tea kettle's on fire. John, behind you, cooker. Behind you, John.
Oh, Philip Scott, I just feel... I hate him.
Fire. Your cooker's on fire. Tea kettle's on fire. John, behind you, cooker. Behind you, John, you're on fire. Fire, John.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, it's the...
Those are my balls. Those are my balls.
No,
to a fabulous Father's Day.
Well,
Those are my balls.
Well, can I just say, I apologise if you felt like that. That's
Yeah,
never, no other guest.
The time to ditch some Father's Day long. Oh, really? So, I assume Mother's Day is the same, is it? Father's Day no longer relevant in today's society, some claim. Okay.
That would be a technical reason to do... I'm just going to explain that. It's how we conduct our debate.
It's not. I have been coming here for the last 20 years, and I've never been treated like that. To be sent away.
I would talk to you afterwards about what your specific quiz was today. But we always separate guests who are going to be part of the debate.
I have been coming here 20 years, Kate, and I've never been treated. And that is just typical.
It is a shame. I think you've slightly let Dads down there. I think you've slightly let Dads down by that stuff. I'm going to say that. But thank you very much. We'll talk privately about how you feel. We're going to take a break because of that. You're watching Good Morning Britain on ITV.
Right. Yeah, that's a perfect example of ITV and BBC. They're both the same side. They're both different sides of the same coin. Whenever they have an interview with somebody on subjects like this, they have one person to argue for and one person to argue against whatever it is they're talking about. So it seems fair. But whenever it's an issue like... So this guy, he was clearly arguing against the subject, and the side of the political spectrum that would be arguing for something like that is this side. Wait, is that my right or your left? No, that's my left. Right, your left. That's this side. So he's arguing towards this side. So they're always biased to that side. So he's actually outnumbered here, and you can tell as soon as he, I don't know what he meant to do with them. But the amount of times I've seen an interview on ITV or BBC and someone on that side, so not their side, starts making an argument that makes even a modicum of sense, it's like suddenly, all right, we're going to go to a break. Oh, no, you can't. I hate the BBC and ITV. They're disgusting, You're
watching Good Morning Britain on ITV.
They claim to be fair. Oh, this... fuck's sake. He went on BBC News and did that. Okay. I mean, you know, he's not a terrible dancer. He's got some moves.
I didn't know that bit was coming. Did we warn the health and safety people about that?
They're outside
Good
now.
effort. Good effort. That's fantastic. Good. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you. I'll give you some tips later. The big box, little box.
Oh, there's a YouTuber
thing. That would really work.
Big box, little box.
Apparently not.
Just taking the piss. Yeah, that's the end. So, in terms of the ones I recognised, yeah, the one with the guy being interviewed and his kids run in and ruin everything. Seen that. Any of the others, though, I didn't really recognise. No. The Bake Off with James Blunt being like, oh dear. You know what I mean? If he didn't know that he'd cut his finger before he collapsed, then for all James knew, he could have been having a seizure, an aneurysm. But so if you know, assume that he didn't know what was going on, and he's like, oh dear, you know, he's just. Oh, James Blunt is so funny. He's a good guy as well. He's he's a decent fellow. The one with the two autistic. Well, Alice, it seems that we both have autism, haven't we? Yes, or whatever he said. That was just, yeah. Her, whatever, I don't know, whatever her name is, hitting the dog with the bag full of whatever it was. That, Jesus. Good job it wasn't a pit bull, or it should have been lunch. The little girl wanting to replace Big Ben's bongs. Not Big Bong's bongs. Big Ben's bongs. Yeah. I can't imagine that was serious. I mean, at the very least, the next time she went into school, unless she's like one of the most popular kids in that school, it wouldn't have been the easiest day. So, yeah, I can't decide if that was serious or not. I'm pretty certain that had some parental encouragement sort of thing. Yeah, that one. The one with Nicola Sturgeon and the gorilla. Yeah. No, apart from that one, didn't recognise any others. But it was funny and, yeah, some good funny moments there. So, I hope you enjoyed this. And, Jamie, I hope you enjoyed this as well. Remember, if you want to make requests, then you can do it at a discounted price for until the end of the month. And it's 3 requests for £4. That'd usually cost you £6. So take advantage of the offer. And thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. And check us out on Patreon. And yeah, thank you. Goodbye.